Hi there. It's Heather Fiore here. I want to talk about something really exciting today. The idea behind moderation. Um, I think there's a really good reason we why it doesn't appeal to us, I guess. So just kind of, you know, briefly, the definition of moderation is really just the absence of like extremes, and it's as simple as that. And I think when it comes to food, we really are attracted to the idea of sort of like clear black and white guidelines, right? Like eat this, don't eat that. The top 10 best things to have in your diet, and like the 10 worst things to never eat, and all that kind of stuff. um, there's a part of our brain that just really appeals to, and so we tend to gravitate toward that sort of thinking when it comes to like how to eat. um, I think deep down we know, like, I mean, we're always hearing, oh, everything in moderation and blah blah blah. We know that, we've heard it a million times. um, but like I said, we kind of forget because there are all these, like, shiny things out there that sound promising. They sound uh, way more exciting, for sure. And they just, we think, well, I haven't tried that, maybe I need to do that. Or, like, we just want to be told what to do. I cannot tell you how many times I've had people like just say, like, just tell me what to do. Like, I can follow directions. I'm really good at following directions. Just tell me. I just need some guidelines. I need some guidance. So the problem really is that, even though there's part of our sorry, my internet seems to be not great. Um, Part of us wants this very straightforward black and white, yes, no, do this, don't do that. Um, the reality is that we aren't robots. We can't just simply do what we're told when it comes to food, when it comes to like the lifestyle decisions we make. Exercise is another good one. Like, we can't just do the best exercise for whatever. We have opinions about what kind of exercise we want to do. Um, when it comes to food, when we have these thoughts that, like, there are certain things that are off limits or should be off limits, we really struggle to follow through on that. In the beginning, we can be great, like, oh, okay, avoid this thing, and then you avoid the thing, and you're like, this isn't that hard. I feel great because I am not eating this thing anymore. Um, but if it's something that, like, is delicious and you enjoy it, you're going to miss eating the thing, whatever it is, and eventually you're going to eat the thing. And because you have this mindset of, I wasn't supposed to eat that, and you haven't eaten it in so long, once you open the floodgates to like allowing yourself to eat the thing, like, oh, well, I'll just eat this one cookie this one time, that part of your brain that was just like, man, I've been wanting to eat cookies this whole time. Um, and you weren't allowed to. And now, what's the difference between one cookie and 10 cookies? Like, you already messed up. So you might as well, you know, get your fill, because this is it. You're going back to never eating that again. And then, you know, then you have trouble getting back on your, like, whatever your routine was of like not eating the thing. So this all comes down to um, the fact that the black and white thinking doesn't work out in real life. We cannot do it. It's not a long term solution to finding a healthy way to eat. Figuring out how to eat in moderation is a lot harder. Um, you know, and I appreciate that like alcohol and drugs are totally different from food. It's not the same. We don't take the same approach. You know, we don't really get addicted to substances that we need to live. So, it's a different approach. But if you tried to tell somebody like how to, what you really need to do is learn how to drink in moderation, like, I mean, this is why they have to stop drinking altogether because that's not a thing that they're able to do. So, eating and abusing alcohol are two totally different things. I appreciate, but the idea is similar, that it's really hard to learn how to do something that you felt out of control with, um, and just eat it in a or do it in a sort of non-extreme kind of way. It is very hard. That is why people like me exist. We can help you sort through that, figure out how to do it. Um, the benefits, the reasons I explained, it'll help you not feel all this like feeling of being out of control with certain foods. It actually takes that away when you give yourself permission to eat the thing. Um, you don't actually like eat it in an out of control way. You've created that system from the restrictive mindset that you have behind that food. Also, what you get is more balance in your diet. You're able to get more variety in your food because you're eating more things and you haven't cut anything out. Goes without saying, I think, that you'll enjoy food more. You'll get, you won't be missing out on anything. Um, and you'll be able to reach whatever health goals you might have, um, which is hopefully what you're after by making the change to begin with. I'm hoping that you are, trying to make changes to your eating or your exercise or your lifestyle in order to improve your health. And you can absolutely get there with a emphasis on moderation, with a focus on moderation, and it is way harder to do it without moderation. And that's really the whole story. That's all I have to tell you about moderation. That it's important, that it's very simple, and it's really hard to do. Um, so if that's something you're struggling with a particular type of food, um, or if you're having trouble like getting going with an exercise routine, um, because you have this all or nothing mindset, I'm either doing exercise or I'm not doing exercise, maybe work with somebody, who can help you rethink what healthy eating or, being active means. Find a way that it fits better for your